News.
Who's calling the shots? Internal emails obtained by non-investigate show the payday lending industry helped craft a bill that critics say will harm consumers by entrapping them in costly loans.
Investigative reporter Christopher Heath read through those emails and shows us how the industry that will benefit from the law helped craft the law.
When we met Wendy Betts last year, she was recovering from a series of payday loans.
It was a nightmare. I didn't know what to do. It was a lonely time for me.
That lonely time started almost 20 years ago when her husband lost his job. Before long, Wendy had 10 loans and an interest rate of 312%. In 2001, Florida cracked down on payday lenders, placing a $500 cap on each loan, limiting loans to one at a time, and stipulating that loans could not be longer than 31 days. That's now ending.
This is the deferred presentment installment transactions bill we talked about yesterday.
Deferred presentment installment transactions is another way of saying payday lending. And the Florida House.
Clerk will lock the machine and announce the vote.
106 yeas, 9 nays, Mr. Speaker.
Show the bill passes, please.
Voted overwhelmingly to change the law.
Have all senators voted?
As did the Senate. The changes double the amount that a lender can lend out and increase the loan length to 90 days. The payday lending industry supports the move. It also helped craft the legislation. These internal emails obtained by the D.C.-based watchdog group Allied Progress show legislative staff emailing back and forth with CEOs and lobbyists for the payday lending industry, asking for feedback on the bill as it was making its way through the legislature, even including a smiley face in one email to the industry before the bill's passage.
You scratch the head wondering how anybody could rationalize that kind of behavior.
Carl Frisch is the executive director of Allied Progress.
You look at these emails and the cozy relationship. They defend that. Not once did we find an email where a constituent was helping to write the legislation.
While it's not against the law for staff to email businesses or lobbyists, it does raise questions about access and what industries can get laws written thanks to their connections. And again, these bills passed with overwhelming support in the House and the Senate and almost no debate. The payday lending industry has spent more than $8 million, though, in campaign contributions to both parties in Florida since 2007. Greg?